Welcome to Religion, Relationship, Fingerprint, where we're going to be exploring the differences between what we typically think of as religion and what a relationship with God is, and how that creates a fingerprint in our lives and how we can create a fingerprint in the world as well. And so welcome to this 3-minute video where we're going to start off today just talking about the importance of relationships. I think that we all know how important relationships are to us, to have good relationships with the people around us, to have good relationships with ourselves. Some people have good relationships with their pets. I mean, the relationships are so important to us because we need them. And the reason we need them is because innately we also need a relationship with God, our Creator. You see, He made us to need Him. And the Bible actually has a story that sort of gives us the beginning of all things and tells us how the beginning of all things are. And really, it's also an illustration of our own lives. You see, there was two people that God created, Adam and Eve, and he put them in this place called Eden. It was a paradise. It was a beautiful place where all their physical needs were fulfilled. But He also fulfilled all of their personal needs because He was there with them. They had a relationship with Him. The only thing that He told them to do was to eat from everything except for one tree that was in the center of the garden called the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And so they knew that it was wrong to eat it, but they decided that they would do things their own way, and they ate from that tree, and they were cast out of this garden of Eden where all of their needs were fulfilled. And then they had to find ways to fulfill their own physical, but also their own personal, emotional needs outside of their relationship with God. And that's really our story, because at some point in our lives, we're born into a place of innocence where everything that we need and everything that we feel like we need, or we're not aware of any other needs, everything is fulfilled. And we come to a place where we at some point make a decision for ourselves and think that we know best, and we decide what's best for ourselves, and we break away from any relationship that we could have from God because we do things in our own way. And what happens is then we find other ways in other relationships to try to fulfill our needs. But really all we need is a relationship with God. And we're going to be exploring how we can have that relationship with God.